Whole Lotta Red versus IGOR.
Is this Mario Judas or Playboy?
Playboy Cardi's version.
What's up? You're watching HIVEMIND, the most downright outrageous show on the internet. My name is Riley, and as always, I'm joined by my saucy co-host, Graydon.
That's right! Woo!
Alright, today we are playing a game about critical acclaim. This is Guess Which Album Pitchfork Scored Higher! Alright, this is how this game's gonna work. Graydon and I are gonna be presented two albums. We're gonna have to guess which of those albums got a higher score on Pitchfork.com. If you don't know what Pitchfork is, it's a media outlet known for its controversial opinions and also kind of a bit of a snobby attitude.
They do be stinking on people.
Their scores are out of 10, with some decimals included. We just gotta guess which of the albums scored higher.
And this is a game. Me versus you.
Yes, Graydon versus Riley.
Winner takes all.
Graydon, Riley.
Graydon.
No.
Oh. Riley.
Grant?
Hank.
Academy Award-winning actress Sarah Paulson? Before we get into it, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, HIVEMINDTV.com for our merch, and join our Patreon, link in description, $5 a month, you get extra content. Lastly, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, OK Drugs. We'll talk a little bit more about them later in the video. Thank you, OK Drugs.
Thank you. Pitchfork. Did they used to be a magazine?
Yes. I know, right?
So embarrassing.
Like, imagine like writing something and printing it onto paper.
Oh my god. Papers for smoking.
Papers for viewing. All right, first one. Blonde versus To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about critically acclaimed albums right there. I mean, the goat versus the other goat. You ever seen two goats fight?
Yeah, I used to have two
Hilarious.
goats. I used to make them fight. I got to actually serve some time for that. As a goat ring. 3, 2, 1.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
That is my answer as well.
To Pimp a Butterfly
Nice. By how much?
It's a 9.3. I know it is.
is a 9.3, and Blonde was a 9.
Oh,
Close one.
by the skinnier teats.
There we go.
Or-
Is that the saying?
Yeah. I think it is.
We're so bad at sayings.
Yeah, you're telling me. Some days are diamonds, other days just suck.
All right, Love is Rage 2 versus Savage Mode.
The OG
The
Savage.
one. Savage Mode 1. Correct.
Grant's
Ooh.
tattoos look like Z's.
Yeah, he's probably so confused. One's a zombie movie, one's like a whole, global event. 3, 2, 1. I went with Savage Mode.
I went Love is Rage.
Love is Rage 2.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the score?
7.7 for
Nice.
Love is Rage 2, and a straight 7 for Savage Mode.
Straight 7.
All right, 2-1 Graydon.
I honestly, I was feeling bad about that.
See, I mean, that's probably your anxiety lies in the fact that I used to be a pitchfuck.
Yes.
That's what we call ourselves, the
Yeah.
Pitchfork fans.
You introduced me to Pitchfork low-key back in the day. I didn't even know what it was.
Everyone at the office, or?
Yeah. You said, hey, Billy, get over here. Someone I really want you to meet.
I worked there in the early 2000s, the Neutral Milk Hotel days, as we call
The
them.
magazine days. You were still running the printing press at that point, kind of.
Gutenberging it, as they say. Polo G Die a Legend versus Jay-Z 444.
Ooh.
So we got new school versus old school. This is a classic debate right here. Because Die a Legend, I mean, hey,
Great album.
yeah, critically acclaimed as well. A lot of people really like this Polo G album.
444 grew on me over time.
And it's also one of those albums that, after a while of kind of the lack of critical acclaim for Jay-Z, it kind of brought him back.
Yeah, for real.
3, 2, 1. 444.
Die a Legend.
444.
You stupid idiot.
What's the score?
Stupid.
8.4 for 444, and 8.3 for Die a Legend.
Do you remember being 8.3 yourself?
Oh, yeah. I had a big birthday party for that one.
I'm 8.3.
DS2 Slime Season 3.
Wow. Great projects here.
Yep. Where do you side on this one?
Probably DS2.
See, I'm Slime Season 3. That's the best Young Thug project of all time. I listened to it yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know, because
So good.
I love, like, Hendrix more than DS2. But
Hendrix
to
is
me,
great.
DS2 was like, I know it's kind of late, but it was like my introduction. I was like, oh, this shit's for real. Like,
Yeah.
I started taking Future serious.
You
at
couldn't
post.
go anywhere then where people weren't playing DS2.
No.
But Slime Season 3, I guess, I don't know, I just like Young Thug more.
Just kind of tickled your fancy, if you will.
Right. It's just incredible.
3, 2, 1.
DS2.
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 Bing, bing, bing.
Just like on the Arsenio Hall show.
What's the score?
DS2 had an 8.4, and Splash Season 3 had a 7.9.
Oh, 7.9's low.
Tons of different publications, different, like Fantano even. I feel like
Yeah.
Young Thug kind of grew on people. It took
Yeah.
a second. But,
It took like 100 other artists to copy him.
yeah.
And then they were like, well, this sound's not going anywhere.
Yeah, like Fantano hates Baby and Gunna and all
Yeah.
of them, and he's like the Young Thug clones, and now that made him kind of grow to respect Young Thug even more.
Yeah, inevitably, you kind of have to do that.
Yeah. Lonerism versus Melodrama. So Melodrama by Lorde
Yes.
versus Lonerism by Tame Impala. Ooh. Venturing outside of rap here.
Oh, Lord's definitely rap.
I
mean, like for her career.
Oh, come on.
Career's
now.
a rap. Just like Andrew Luck.
Who's that?
He retired early from the Colts. You remember the big deal?
Not
His
really.
Superstar quarterback retired at 27. He's doing the same thing. Lord and Andrew Luck are hanging out. I can feel it. 3, 2, 1.
Lonerism.
Lord, Melodrama.
Lonerism.
Stupid.
Score?
It's 4 to 3.
Lonerism had a 9.0, and Lord had, Melodrama had an 8.8.
I remember Lonerism getting a very high score because that's one of my favorite albums of all time, and that's back when Pitchfork and I kind of aligned a little bit, you know?
Well, I mean, we can tell. Lonerism was one of your favorites.
Why? 'Cause I'm
Just a look in your eyes. Foggy.
Yeah, no, I understand. I get it. I agree. Speaking of Foggy,
Uh-huh.
should we tell them a little bit about our sponsor, OK Drugs?
Let's do it, man.
All right, let's send it off to the guys.
The guys.
Thanks, Riley and Graydon from the past. We're Riley and Graydon from the future, and we're here to tell you about our wonderful sponsor today, OK Drugs. CBD, peach eatables. They are non-psychoactive, they are vegan, and they are gummies, and they are tasty, and they are our sponsor for the video today.
And they're peach. Oh, did you already say that?
No, you said that.
They're peach. My favorite flavor.
Maybe you got a test coming up that you want to study for.
Maybe you got a big day with a beautiful person.
Maybe you have a job interview that you're a little anxious about.
Maybe you got a lot of dirty laundry and you haven't done it in a while.
Maybe you're putting off calling your mom, your dad, your uncle, your
grandma,
aunt, your cousin.
your kids.
But never fear, just pop one of these here, peach eatables, and relax and tackle the day.
As our friends over there at OK Drugs like to say,
They say it
check in, chew up, and tune out.
all the way out. Just tune out and relax.
And you can save 20% if you go over to their website and you use our code HIVEMIND, HIVEMIND.
Correct spelling.
You save 20%, and you too can chill out like us.
That's true. CBD Peach Eatables by OK Drugs. Check the description for the link to their website. Go over there and get your own. They're great, and we love our friends over there.
Hey, let's get back to those weirdos.
Back to the Future, great movie.
Ooh, never easy time traveling.
All right, on to the next one.
Come on.
Jesus is King versus Lil Boat 1. Lil Yachty's Lil Boat 1.
Wow.
Made quite a big splash.
It did make a huge splash.
Jesus is King, not a very critically acclaimed album, but not critically acclaimed for Kanye on Pitchfork means in the sevens.
Yeah.
That's
true.
like as low as they go with him, pretty much.
But he's Mr. Kanye. 3, 2, 1.
Jesus.
Jesus!
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus! That's what I say every single morning I wake up. Thank you, Jesus! The high pitch helps it get up to heaven quicker.
Huh.
That's right, yeah.
See, they taught me heat rises, and that's why I rap to the heavens. You know what I mean?
Because you got heater
like
bars.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Me and NF and yeah.
Okay, let me sit down again. Jesus Christ within.
Jesus King had 7.2, and Lil Boat had 4.8.
Holy smokes. They just took a dookie on our guy Yachty.
Yeah.
But that was
Disagree.
like first mixtape too.
Yeah.
They weren't, that's like same thing with, not same thing, but kind of similar thing we were just talking about with Fantano and Thug.
Yeah. But Fantano, on the other hand, loved Lil Boat 1.
Okay. He can get down, dude.
He can. And he can fucking dance. Have you ever seen that guy's moves?
When someone dances like that, it really lets you know a couple key things about them.
I know exactly what you're saying.
I don't
You
have
don't
to
have to
say
say it. Please don't, actually. Don't say it.
Anthony Fantano.
Don't say it.
Oh, sorry. Whole lot of red versus IGOR. Wow.
Or IGOR.
IGOR. Oh, I see.
WLR. Is this Mario Judas or Playboy?
Playboy Cardi's version. Iteration.
Fight me, Mario. I'm just gonna start calling people out. It seems how other people are getting famous like that.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, fight me. I'm just gonna say that all the time.
Anyone on YouTube.
Fight me.
Mr. Beast, fight me.
Mr. Bean, fight me.
He's also on YouTube.
3, 2, 1.
Igor.
Whole lot of red.
Are you snapping my fingers or what? Really?
Dude, what the F, man?
I'm freaking confused.
Give me the numbers.
I don't even
Whole lot
really...
of red. Whole lot of red was scored an 8.3, and Igor was only scored 8 flat.
Is it too deep into Tyler's career? Did they like already have their honeymoon phase and now they're kind of on like the bitter old married?
Pitchfork never really liked Tyler very much.
Oh, okay. See, I was under the impression that they were like...
My guess
grew on
is the two highest rated Tyler
Boy.
albums are Flower Boy and
Bastard. Didn't they rate
probably
Bastard high?
Goblin or Bastard. I feel like early on they were like nice, cutting edge,
Yeah.
and then after that they started just whatever, middle of the road.
Wrong. Igor's a way better album than Whole Lotta Red. Hey, dude, they're not paying you to have opinions, so...
That's true, I don't have to have one.
Just keep shrugging them off, baby.
I'll plead the 11th.
There's only 10 commandments, idiot. Trippy Red, Life's a Trip, or Little Pump, self-titled Little Pump.
Little Pump, yeah. It's a tiny.
Life's a Trip was such a good album.
Yeah.
Lil Pump's Little Pump was an album.
It reminds me of kind of a darker time in my life. I was going through a lot, and I felt like so much of what I was going through showed up on that album. It was like looking into a mirror or like a really reflective lake or body of water, some sort of.
Yeah, maybe like a spoon, super shiny spoon.
Yeah, something you could see yourself in. Have you ever seen? Yeah.
I get that concept.
It was like that, and so it's almost like too real. Sometimes
Oh,
it's
like your front camera.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. I was still a little lost.
Yeah, it's like a flashback almost. It like takes me there, and it's sad. It's somber. But what it did for me. I'll never forget.
Yeah. So my dad gets that way when we watch that movie Shaggy Dog with Tim Allen. Because he turned into a dog once, too. Like Tim Allen does in that movie.
Your dad's always kind of been a dog, you know what I mean?
So true. Love you, Dad. 3, 2, 1.
Pump.
Lil Pimp.
Lil Pump.
Bing, 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 whoosh.
What is it? What's the thingy?
Lil Pump was scored a 6.9, and Life's a Trip was only scored a 6.2.
Ooh.
That's so rude. Life's a Trip is an excellent project.
I think it's pretty good.
It's like one of my favorite Trippies.
I don't think Trippie Redd has really ever made a great album. He's made a lot of great songs. And I mean, not to say that Pumps is, but
Right.
at least that is the most concise
It was
collection
momentous.
of songs, like of what was appealing about him in one spot. Fantano, like Lil Bo, loved the Lil Pump thing too. That's constantly been pitted against his distaste for Kanye's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. He gave Lil Pump a higher score.
Oh, yeah.
You wanted to shout out somebody, you said? Yeah, earlier you were like, I have a big shout out I have to make in the video. You should tell me about like 8 questions in.
Oh, yeah. I did. Michael Cera did call me today.
Really?
Yeah, we had to patch it up. I realized
So is it good or is it...
It's good. I didn't realize this. We're both under the same modeling agency.
Really?
Yeah, we both model for... I can't really tell you. It's lingerie. But yeah, our what do you call him, manager called us today. Or my manager called me and said, listen, I have to explain to you. I saw a little something recently online, yada, yada, yada. You can't kill Michael Cera. They had to basically talk me off the ledge. And then before you know it, MC was in the call. They merged him. And he was in L.A.
Classic actor type, yeah.
He was drinking a bubble tea. And he said, listen, G-Dog, I actually love the stuff.
The show, yeah.
I'm proud. I'm a big fan. And I would, if it came down to it, take a bullet for you. And I was like, don't hit me with all this big time Hollywood LA stuff, you know, like I'm not buying it.
Right.
And then he said he loved me. And at this point I realized
Seems deep for...
we were the only two on the phone call left as kind of like manager deuced out. Irish goodbye to us.
French exit, yeah.
He made a lot of good points about like how my looks are strong. And he kind of feels inferior to me in the agency, in the context of the agency, the hierarchy, if you will. And being a short man, I could understand that from his perspective.
Yeah.
Kind of looking up.
So he looks up to you, yeah. Exactly.
And so I was flattered,
Right.
naturally. You know me, I love compliments and stuff like that. And So, I told him I'll give it another chance. I'm going to watch Superbad tonight. I think we can forge a relationship from here.
So, just so I'm clear on it, you had some sort of problem with Michael Cera. You've been voicing that in the videos recently. You've never had a conversation with this man. And then on the first conversation, he tells you that you're good looking and he loves you.
I was just as surprised as you are.
Yeah.
I mean, my stance was so strong, I didn't think I could back away. But he came at me, so, it was very nice.
So he came at you with love.
Yes. And love always wins. I learned that.
Well, that's huge. Do you have any new enemies now that Michael Cera's kind of demoted to like a, mild thing? What's up with that?
I'm taking his advice. This was the one thing he kind of said to me that really stuck. He said, pick on someone your own size.
So?
It's Conan O'Brien.
Conan.
I want his teeth.
You can't keep calling for the deaths of these celebrities.
No, I don't want him dead. I want to rip his teeth out while he's alive.
Oh, so you want him to suffer?
And do a monologue with his little gummy mouth. Hey, I'm Conan! Yeah,
I like Conan.
And I'll have Conan teeth on a necklace. I'd like that Conan.
Okay. Well, I once again am going to kind of absolve myself from this situation as part of HiveMind. I would like to say that these views reflect just my co-host Graydon. I like Conan. Don't got any problems with him, but
Good for your teeth, Conan.
All right, next one.
Come on, baby.
Malibu versus If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. Two fantastic, terrific albums. My favorite Drake album, my favorite Anderson .Paak album, pitted against each other, one versus the other.
Gosh.
This is tough.
This is tough. Both albums I've gotten down and dirty to.
Oh, I know exactly what that means.
Yep.
Pulled a Fantano. 3, 2, 1. Malibu.
Malibu.
Scores?
Malibu with an 8.6.
Big.
And If You're Reading This, Is Too Late with an 8.3.
Not as big.
I was going to say, Drake rarely gets the best new music, and I remember that when Anderson .Paak got that, I knew him as literally just the guy from the Dr. Dre project. I was like, that's that singing guy from the Dr. Dre project. And then I saw him get best new music and was like, I'm going to listen to this album. And it became one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I remember finding that album and thinking, I found it on SoundCloud and was like, this is going to be some weird SoundCloud shit. And then I listened to the whole thing and was like, no, that's different.
It does have that collage cover. I could totally see it as like...
Yeah, that was just the platform I found it on. And was like, oh, here comes some craziness. And it was like...
What a legend. Shout out to Anderson .Paak doing big things now.
Bigly. He's saving Bruno Mars's career.
They're saving each other's careers.
That's so nice of them.
Well, Bruno is elevating him to mainstream status. Like, he could totally have a top 10 song of his own now. And Bruno needs a little bit more cred.
That's true.
So there you go.
It's kind of like you and me.
Symbiotic.
It's kind of like you and me.
Exactly. I could bring you to the mainstream, but you give me a little more cred. Last one. It is 7-6. I'm up 1. So
Grand finale.
We'll figure that out. I know what
tiebreaker.
I know what you're thinking.
It's not going to happen.
We'll figure it out.
Cut your hand off before we tie.
Culture versus Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap. Self-titled Wopster.
Take me back to a time when Culture came out. When that came out, I was like, this is everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah, it was just hard hitting.
Just hard hitting.
Triplet flow rap. I was into it.
That could have been bad. That was like in my young naivete. I thought, God, it's never gonna get better than this. And you know what? It kind of hasn't.
I think it has.
Well, yeah, maybe. 3, 2, 1.
Culture.
Fetty.
Culture.
Game well played. Let's hear the final scores.
Culture with an 8.1 and Fetty Wap with a 7.6.
Good game.
You too.
Can you tell my parents I won? They never come to these games. It would just help a lot.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Please. Pitchfork's lit, dude.
Yeah, they're back. They're back.
We're bringing
Pitchfork back, and they're bringing us back.
Yep, symbiosis.
Symbiosis. All right, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing along. Let us know how many you got right, how many you were surprised by. Also, like the video, subscribe, all that crap I said at the beginning. Shout out to OK Drugs once again, our sponsor for this video. And as always, Graydon, would you like to leave our wonderful viewers, friends, family members with some advice?
No matter how hard you work, some things just take some time. So just be patient. I love you guys.
All right, this has been HiveMind TV. We'll see you in the next one.
I'm alright, I was faking it. Do shrimps have cocks or are they asexual? This is how my mind works, man. Always thinking about shrimp cocks and boll weevil vaginas.
Planet Girth. You ever seen that show?
It was about those dudes that have like
David
the real...
Slattenborough, you know?
All right,
Oh, jeez, man.
baby. Don't ever say David Slattenborough again.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, whatever, man.